Hey witches, it's Taya, and today we're gonna go through my May planner. We're doing my May planner flip through so you guys can kind of see how it all turned out. And did I keep up with it all? So, pardon my coffee ring stained table. So let's get into it. Again, at the beginning we just have my today section, my general, hey look, it's Treva's book of goodness. And just my regular everyday planner. At the front I track when I water plants. I'm trying to water them more frequently now that it's summer and it's very hot here. It's going to be 30 degrees today, Celsius, which is kind of crazy considering 2 weeks ago it was like below zero. So we have just the overview of the month of May. I don't do a whole ton on that page, right? And then we get into, oh yeah, it's the beginning of May. I was really not feeling it, so I really didn't do any planning that week. And then the next week I got back into it with my my week ahead reading. And again, some pretty sticker kits and just sort of, I've decided I can't really do the whole no white space, fill it all in. I mean, I can, but I'm just not up for it right now. I'm spending a lot of time outside. I don't have as much time to dedicate to my planner right now. So I'm just filling in what I got, what I need to know. But I'm trying to keep up with all of my pretty stickers and stuff because it does make it a really pretty kind of keepsake in the end. Had some fun with gold this week. You guys can see that. Ooh. Yeah, if I kind of go, as you can see, there's like pretty gold in the washi tape. And that's May. Boom, May was very quick. This is hollow on it. And this one didn't have anything. Yeah. We kind of ended with a bang on some pretty, I love this one with the wings. And then we get into June, which I've already done this, and our first week of June. This is where we are. See, YouTube planner flip video. So there we go. And then at the end, I just keep notes and stuff. My recipes, online order tracking, notes from stuff, etc. Then we get into this. I'm not going to really spend a lot of time here. This is my, well, it's supposed to be my voice planner. So it's supposed to be about planning to share my voice, which I mostly right now do through my YouTube channel as Taya, right? Which is a shortened form of my magical name. But other than tracking, really, I track my YouTube count, my viewer count. I used to track actually the videos as I posted them so I could watch how the user count went up or down or subscriber count went up or down based on videos, but I don't know, I stopped doing that for some reason. And then we get into May where I just plan out when I'm going to do my videos, and otherwise every week is just like this where I just kind of keep track of what my subscriber count is at the end of the day. I'd like to bring more into this. I'd like to start planning a little bit more about sharing my voice, not necessarily just on YouTube, but about, building some Instagram content and all that kind of stuff. So pretty plain. You see I switched to Wednesday and Saturday videos, so this one's coming out on a Wednesday. And otherwise it's pretty straightforward, and I just track, every month I track where my subscriber count is at. I have some notes that I'm going to make into videos, some video topics I track, places to post about the fact that I made videos, and a social media strategy calendar that I've never used, but and then just all my scripts that I have to archive somewhere. But for now, they just live in my planner. And then we get into my spirit planner, which is I know what most people like to see. So every day I track something for what I'm grateful for. I haven't done today yet, but we go through every day. I write down one thing that I'm grateful for. I've got my little insert here with all the different planets, aspects, and signs. And then so that when I go into my actual monthly calendar, I can read Mercury is in Gemini, Mercury in Gemini. And then I got a little sticker here because that's when Gemini started, and this is back in May. And of course, these refer back to my Spirit Daughter, which has like astrological month ahead readings. And then I actually have a horoscope that was done for me by Sheetal Lotia here locally, or Sheetal Story, sorry. And she did up a lovely entire year's worth of horoscopes for me based on my astrological stuff. And then we get into the month. So reading, researching, and resonate. I was reading Horns of Power, which I actually did a review on. And I read Forge of Tubal Cain by Anne Finnan. Great book. That was for my schoolwork. And I was researching the tarot. So again, in Resonating, I've got Modern Witch Tarot. I'm finding it's a really great deck to work with. It's just sort of like the Rider-Waite-Smith, but a little bit updated, a little bit more modern, and I'm having a lot of fun with it. And Clan of Tubal-Cain Origins in the US is what I was researching, which is out of Forge of Tubal-Cain, and Postbound Grimoire Systems. So I'm actually thinking about, you guys have seen my Book of Shadows, and I'm actually going to do an entire flip through again later this month, now that we're like 6 months away from the last time I did one, and kind of update you on what I've added to it. And I'm actually looking at creating a new grimoire that will be like in a postbound system, so I can actually reorder the pages and stuff, because I'm finding that's something that I really would like to do, and a binder doesn't necessarily appeal to me. So I've been researching postbound grimoire systems. And the other thing that was resonating was the Roebuck tradition, which again was from Forge of Tubal-Cain. I spent lots of time studying this month. I felt really good about that. Spent time at my altar, spent time charging my servitor, which again I'm hoping to get a video on, if not this month, then next. I didn't have anything in my to-dos this month, but I did have all of the Beltane and New Moon in Aries and the Full Moon in Sagittarius with the Super Full Moon Eclipse. I had my month ahead reading, and I actually go through and I draw out the cards. These are from an Oracle deck that I have. And then I just do a quick review at the end of the month about how was my month as a whole. You know, did the reading come true? How did my time, did I spend enough time studying? You know, my reading, researching, resonating, you know, how did the month turn out? Was it what I wanted for my spiritual journey? And then we get into here where we are doing every day I have been writing down a quote, and you'll see at the beginning there's two types of writing. There's like this nice little writing and then this kind of scrawlier handwriting, because I'll write the quote and then I'll write sometimes a response to it. I actually stopped doing the response part in the second week because I just find most of the time there's not enough time to really write what I'd like to. So I keep the responses in my head now. But yeah, so I went through and did that every day. And we had my new moon sigil. I actually did two sigils and then worked them into one master sigil. And my full moon work that I did with my month ahead, my moon ahead reading, if you will. And then at the end of the month, I do keep track of interesting things that happen in the month. So on Thursday, May 13th, I saw the very first goslings, and I got a picture of them. And on May 14th, I saw the very first ducklings, and I got a picture of them as well. And then on May 29th, baby robins. So let's just see if I can pull this up. Can you see the little babies? So there's one right there. There's one right there. There's one over here, and there's one up there. There's 4 little baby robins. And they're actually just starting to stick their heads out of the nest and do the burr, burr, feed me. It's very cute. And then the goslings and the ducklings. So that was kind of in there. And then we get into June. The difference for June is that I'm doing my month ahead reading with my tarot. So I can't draw out a tarot card. They're way too detailed to draw out. So I just sort of wrote in each card, and then I put some keywords for each card underneath, and then built my reading off of that. I've already got a to-do for this month, which is exciting. I need to go back and do some research on metaphysics. If you ever, I don't know if you guys know the Foolish Fish, literally Foolish Fish channel. And mostly he does book reviews and stuff, but he does these sort of esoteric chats every once in a while. And he had an excellent introduction to metaphysics for like occult workers. So I'm going to go back and rewatch it and take some notes and get that into my grimoire. And now this month, instead of putting in a quote every month, I'm going to pull a tarot card each day. Just again with working on building my tarot knowledge, building my fluency. So I thought this month I'm going to try something different, and I'm just going to pull a tarot card every day. So yesterday I pulled the Page of Wands, and then I just go through, I make a couple of notes about what I think it means, and then I look it up and write down what it actually means. And then we have back here just, you know, spiritual notes and stuff. Right here, some notes for my new Book of Shadows and what I want to include in it. And then I have the full moon workbook. So I've already gone through and completed this one in Sagittarius, which was May. And I have the new moon here in Gemini, which is coming up on June 10th. So then I'll go through and fill in my astrological workbook for there. And then at the end, I just have my zodiac stuff, my astrology, my zodiac and my astrology readings with all my charts, and my year ahead readings from my lovely She Tells Story. And that's the end of my book. So that is kind of everything that was going on there last month, and a little overview, a little update on everything we've kind of got going in the book. So I hope you found that interesting, and we'll catch you in the next one on Saturday. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.